Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyync.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Both teams will take the field tonight in search of their first victory of the season. Both the Panthers and Knights hope to get their offenses going after being held to a combined 7 points a week ago. Eisenhower hosts Saegertown in a District 10 football matchup as the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg presents high school football next on the YDL Sports Network. You're watching high school sports on the YDL Sports Network. Good evening from Russell, PA. It's Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. This is the Warren Tire Center Drive to the Game. Warren Tire Center makes sure you get to the game in comfort. Visit them online, warrentirecenter.com. Brian Hagberg with you here on the YDL Sports Network. Matchup between a pair of 0-1 teams here in week 2 as Saegertown has made the trek up to Russell to take on Eisenhower in this District 10 matchup. I'm bringing in my broadcast partner and a day newer birthday boy. Happy belated birthday there, Mr. Cody Elms. And Cody, should be an interesting matchup. You know, these two teams, no strangers to each other, not a region contest this time around, but certainly teams that are no stranger to playing each other. And both of them in very similar positions beyond just their overall record right now. Again, both 0-1 to start the season, but both of them fielding light rosters this year, just a shade over 20 players on both teams. And so, and we can see on the field right now a couple of the Saegertown players out there in crutches. So certainly depth going to be an issue for the Panthers as the season goes on, and maybe even as the game goes on. A week ago we were talking about how it felt like mid-season, and then this week, at least up here in Warren County, it's been 90 plus virtually every day, and we may see a lot more of those calf cramps tonight than we did a week ago.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely feels more August football this year than it did last week. That's for sure. And the similarities between these two teams it makes it for a curious matchup, because for Eisenhower, they're coming off of 4 or so years of not being in the position that they're in now, with some young people filling in a lot of roles, kind of lighter roster. There's a lot of just a little bit different form to them this year than in the past. So I think they're kind of looking for an identity right now. And Saegertown, obviously, both teams looking for their first win. And that's what also makes this interesting, is that, I couldn't tell you the last time both teams came into this game without a win.
Yeah. Well, Saegertown's had some struggles over the last few years, but like you said, Eisenhower, the last 5 years has been a playoff team every year, gone at least to the District 10 semifinals. They come into week 2 0-1 for the first time since 2019. And so definitely some unfamiliar territory for the Knights. And you look at that season opening loss up here to Reynolds a week ago was 15-0 in favor of the Raiders. But Eisenhower had chances in that game. They turned the ball over 5 times, and 5 turnovers in a game, awful tough to overcome, especially against the caliber of opponent, the likes of Reynolds.
Yeah, and when you had we had spoken over the last several years about turnovers and penalties, and it's kind of been something that's plagued Eisenhower, but they've been able to overcome it. They've had the roster to do so. Again, you got some guys playing some positions now that are new to that position, or at least new to starting or getting significant time there, and they're unable to overcome the mistakes. That's definitely something that in the past they could get away with. Now they're going to have to clean up, or they're going to run into more struggles throughout the year.
Yeah, it's certainly something that knowing the way Eisenhower coach Jim Penley takes to the approach that he takes to his team, I am certain that those turnovers were talked about, and then talked about some more, and then probably mentioned again more than once throughout the week. But the other thing is, part of that is the number of new skill players, especially that the Knights are breaking in this year. Gone is co-region player of the year Sean Pascuzzi at quarterback. Gone is 2-time All-State tight end Chris Bunk. Gone is reliable pass catcher Cameron Jacobzak. Gone is your big tank in the backfield in Tucker Lindell. And so now you're breaking in a lot of. Now they've got some guys that are back that have seen some time. Logan Penley led the rushing attack a week ago with 78 yards on 10 carries, and he certainly saw extended action a year ago. So it's not like these guys are brand new, but you're breaking in a new quarterback and Caleb Jacobzak. You're breaking in a lot of depth at the running back position and a whole lot of new receivers.
Yeah, I think the new part that's going to be probably the biggest hurdle will be as the season goes on. These were the guys that would give the aforementioned players a break during a game or come in late in the game. And these guys are probably used to being pretty fresh throughout the year. And as the season goes on, and we may see signs of it even today with it being warmer, they're going to be a little more beat up, a little more sore. And that's going to be a tough thing to get over and work through, is getting used to playing uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Those guys, the fellas that you had mentioned, had been playing together and playing significant time for a number of years. They were used to playing uncomfortable. And I would say that might be one of the biggest hurdles these younger players or these newer players are going to have to overcome.
Yeah, and I had a chance to stop up here the first week of fall camp and talk to coaches and some of the players. And, one of the things that they all kind of mentioned was that those younger players were coming in and grasping the playbook immediately, but it's building that chemistry, and especially along the offensive line. I mean, this is the offensive line for the Knights has been a strength for all of the past 5 years, but now, a lot of those guys that were key pieces to the line, the Gannon Jaquays, the Mike Vanatas, the Connor Youngers, those kind of guys, they've all graduated now. And so now you're looking for some of these younger players have to step up and fill roles. And that's probably the one area where they lack a little bit of experience.
Yeah, and if you lack experience in your line, and then you've got a new quarterback under center, I mean, that can get that can go south quickly if you're not on top of that. And it's up to Coach Penley to keep his guys focused. You can almost guarantee that there's going to be mistakes, there's going to be misreads, there's going to be broken. The defense is going to break through that line occasionally. You got to keep your guys mentally focused throughout the game, and these are just growing pains. That's what it comes down to. Is you got to keep them focused and understand this. These are the growing pains that the other guys had to go through. They're the ones you're going to have to go through as well.
With that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more of the Casella pregame show here from Eisenhower. Just under 9 minutes until the opening kickoff between the Knights and the visiting Saegertown Panthers. This is Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for fall classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The fall 2024 schedule includes welding, blueprint reading, basic shop math, computer courses, and emotional intelligence and leadership. For more information or to register, go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. Welcome back into the Casella pregame show. We're back just in time as the Eisenhower Knights Marching Band is going to play tonight's national anthem. Eisenhower Knights Marching Band with tonight's national anthem. And Cody, as we take a look now at our All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving players to watch, All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving can put almost anything on almost everything. Visit them online, allamericanhq.com.
For Eisenhower, Logan Penley. He went 10 for 78 last week, but had over 100 yards last year against the Panthers. Saegertown gave up 282 yards on the ground last week. Penley should be a key factor than the Knights getting back in the win column. On the Saegertown side, the defensive line will be my player to watch. The whole unit, as the unit has to play a bigger factor this week. They cannot let the Knights dominate the line of scrimmage like Seneca did last week on them. The D-line needs to be disciplined and aggressive and contain Jacob Zach and, of course, stop Penley.
All right, those are our All-American Custom Apparel and Engraving players to watch. Reminder, tonight's stream is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. And now let's take a look at our Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency. Keys to the game. Dave Jones will always help you make the right decisions with your insurance needs. Call him today, 814-223-4000.
For the Knights need to take care of the football. 5 turnovers, 4 fumbles, 1 interception. It's just creating a hole that against some other teams, and maybe tonight, they're not going to be able to dig themselves out of. The Knights have lost a lot of talent from last year, as we talked earlier about, and although it's not a full-on rebuild like, say, Warren is, there is not that same forgiveness for errors that has been there in the previous 4 years. On the Saegertown side, take advantage of Caleb Jacobs-Zach taking over for Sean Pascuzzi. Put pressure on him early, contain him. Don't let him make plays with his feet or his arms. And if the Panthers can make the junior quarterback skittish, they can potentially force turnovers and make this a ball game.
All right, those are our Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency keys to the game. That'll do it for the Casella pregame show. Our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Generational Wealth Management, and it's a new quarter, and Lori Danielson is today's first quarter contestant. Lori has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Knights score a touchdown during the first quarter, Lori will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. And our scoreboard this evening going to be a little bit different. As you can see on the quarter there, we're not going to have a running clock. A lot of that is due to, again, just the signal strength here. And the more basic we can make the broadcast, the better our signal strength tends to be. So this is how we're going to do the scoreboard here this evening. So Eisenhower will receive the opening kickoff. It'll be number 44, Elliot McWright, doing the kicking for Saegertown. And I see Tanner Lookenhouse, Ryan Chambers back deep to receive. The kick is going to be taken by Chambers just inside the 15, looking for a lane, and then gets hit hard right at the 24-yard line. Looked like Chambers had a gap there for a second, and it closed quickly.
Yeah, and you got to think that Saegertown's coming into this game pretty amped up. I mean, this is a big opportunity for them that they haven't had against Eisenhower in some time.
And again, our first quarter brought to you by Generational Wealth Management. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. So Knights come out 1st and 10 at their own 24. Caleb Jacobzak back in the gun. Sends Chambers in motion. Fake to Chambers, or no, they give to Chambers off left tackle in a big gain. And a year ago, Cody, we were down in Saegertown. Actually, Andy Close and I were down at Saegertown, and Chambers took the first handoff of the game about 70 yards for a touchdown. Doesn't quite do that here tonight, but does pick up 8 yards, makes it 2nd down and 2 for the Knights.
You know, and in the past, it's, you know, like last year, they had Tucker Lindell as their workhorse, and maybe that's the answer this year is a mixed bag of variety of runners.
Send Chambers in motion again. This time they fake to him, and Jacobzak going to keep it himself. Has enough for the Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down. Out to the Eisenhower 38.
Grandma Lindenmuth didn't want too much cowbell there, you see.
You know, and again, this was something that we saw from Eisenhower a week ago, or what the Knights were able to do a week ago. They moved the ball at times, but it's can they finish? Can they keep from turning the ball over? Can they finish and get it into the end zone here? 1st and 10 at their own 38. Pitch is to Logan Penley. Penley's got some blockers, but there is a flag down in the backfield as Logan Penley is wrestled out of bounds.
And flag or not, if that's against Eisenhower, which it is, it's holding, you got to feel pretty good about Penley being able to get around the outside like that. Certainly not going to shy away from putting the ball back in his hand. Wouldn't be surprised if it's on the very next play.
That's a Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty. The Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp at Port Allegheny, the best damn wrestling camp you've never heard of, June 16th through 20th, 2025. So that'll back the Knights up. We'll redo 1st down. It'll be 1st and 20 now from the 28. Jacobzak going to come out. Backs now into the gun. I was just about to say the pistol, but now he's in the gun. Has Penley, the sidecar, to his right. Looking to throw for the first time. Has some time. Has a man. It's Gavin Lindemuth avoids a tackle. And Lindemuth going to get wrestled down at the 35.
Jacobzak finds number 9.
So gets about half of the penalty yardage back. And Gavin Lindemuth is a big, lanky tight end, and where have we seen that before?
Yeah, right. Yeah, you know, he's filling in a role that Chris Bunk played well for several years.
And Bunk and Sean Pascuzzi down at Allegheny College staying together, and Sean's dad, Rich, told me that they had a couple past connections in their scrimmage a week ago, so congratulations to them. Wish them the best of luck. It'll be a pitch to Penley, and he's going to cut it back inside. That was the play, the big play that they got earlier. Not as much space this time, and just a yard, half a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be third. It'll be at Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd and long. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning will get you moving again, lutonsplumbing.com. So 3rd and about 10.5 here for the Knights. Opening possession of this one, Generational Wealth Management, first quarter, 9:19 to play. No score between the Knights and the Saegertown Panthers. And again, minimal scoreboard here for you tonight. Again, just trying to make sure we maintain as much of that signal strength as we can. Fake to Chambers. Jacobzak keeps it himself. Got a huge hole down the right side. And Caleb Jacobzak has a Ty Nesta Builder Supply 1st down into Saegertown territory at the Panthers 47.
big chunky yardage to get the Knights a first down across Saegertown's 50. And the Knights start out in Saegertown territory at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10.
And this drive being built by Tionesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, or online, tionestabuilders.us. 1st and 10 now from the Saegertown 47. No score, 8:40 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Give is to Penley. He avoids a tackle in the backfield.
Penley runs through a
And then we'll
tackles
pick
off
up
the left side.
about 4, maybe 5 on the carry.
For the Knights.
And that's where you talked about that defensive line for Saegertown, Cody. Had a chance to turn that into a negative play. Penley shakes the tackle and gains about 4 yards, makes it a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, and he had good patience when he came to the line of scrimmage there to dodge that first defender. Saegertown's going to have to do a little bit better to contain and not get faked out by Penley's moves.
2nd and 6 from the Saegertown 43. Fake to Penley. They give to Ryan Chambers. Chambers has some space with a stiff arm and then runs into tackle there from number 9, Travis Haya. But that is going to be enough for another Tionesta Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower on the opening possession here. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Now at the Saegertown 34. Jacob Zach has trips left. Penley in the backfield with him. Lindemuth to the near side. Little swing pass out, bobbled, and then caught by, there's a flag down on the far side of the field. Can't tell if that was 6 Jaden Chase or 8 Nolan Giesing. It was Chase. And we'll see what the Bruno Iorfito wrestling camp penalty is. Looks like it's going to be a hold on the Knights.
There's some discussion over this. I see a flag. That's nice.
And it is another holding penalty against Eisenhower, second one of the drive. So we'll replay first down. Looks like it's going to be first and about 17. Spot foul on the hold.
Putting the ball on the 41-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage now is the Saegertown 41. Knights need to get to the 24. Chambers in motion. They give to him. Going to try the right side. Picks up some blocks. Cuts back and big hit on Ryan Chambers by number 32, Reese Wilkinson.
And thankfully, Chambers just popped right back up after that.
Absolutely everything you want to see in high school football.
Absolutely.
Big run, huge hit, and everybody gets up and walks away from it. So Chambers gets the penalty yardage back and then some, make it a 2nd down and 8. And anticipate we'll see a lot of Wilkinson for the Panthers. Filled in at quarterback a week ago as Luke Youngwood was unable to play. So 2nd down and 8. 6:29 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter, no score. Fake to Chambers. Jacob Zach back to pass, a little screen, and Penley can't haul it in.
Screen pass there to Penley, but
good defense there by the Panthers. Even if he caught it, he was going to get hit immediately.
Crawford for Saegertown was just waiting for it. So no gain on that play.
And it'll be another Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for Eisenhower. What do you think here, Cody, on the Panthers 32? You get any kind of positive yards? Is it 4-down territory?
Oh, knowing Penley, I would say yes. Yeah, historically, I'd say yes. Any other team, as long as they don't lose yards. I think if they lose yards, that's different. But if they stay where they're at or they get positive yards, I think they go for it.
Bunch to the left. Jacob Zach has Penley in the backfield with him. And sends Chase in motion. Now you got a penalty flag as the pass is caught by Chambers, and he's lit up again. This time it's William Schaefer on the hit.
Number 2 Schaefer from
And it looks like it's going to be maybe a neutral zone infraction on the Panthers, or is it lining up in the neutral zone on the Knights? Some discussion between the officials here. And we'll get the call. It is a legal procedure against Eisenhower. So we'll back him up 5 and replay. Third down.
5-yard penalty here. It's a little more difficult. 3rd and 13.
6:13 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. This is still the opening possession, and Knights now 10 seconds away from holding the ball for half of the quarter and still have 38 yards to go to score.
Yeah, they're definitely winding down that clock. 25 yards, though, on this first drive and penalties is certainly something that Penley's going to want to get in order going forward throughout this game.
Jacob Zach in the gun since Chambers in motion. He's looking to throw. Has time, steps in, wobbly pass nearly picked off, was looking for Chambers on the slant, and that ball just came out of the hand, not looking very good. And now it is decision time for the Knights, 4th and 13 from the Saegertown 38, but looks like the decision's been made. They're going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, and I lean on the side of punting and letting your defense do what they do, do what they do best, what they're out there for. If they punted the ball and got a good punt, say inside to 10, that's a long field for Saegertown to have.
Yeah, you give the Panthers some pretty good field position here if you don't convert. Chambers in motion. Jacob Zach fakes to him, going to keep it himself. Picks up a block, gets tripped up and gets away. Across the 30, Jacob Zach leaping for the first down. If he stayed in bounds, he has it. And he did. What a run by Caleb Jacob Zach. Right down to the 20, and a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for the Knights.
Eisenhower first down. So quite a run by Jacob Zach. That is what the Knights need.
And the Knights are in the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza now online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut.
That was an amazing run.
Pitch now to Penley going off left tackle, and Logan Penley plows ahead for 5 yards down to the 15. 5:20 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter.
Sticks his head down, follows some really good blocking there, and that's 5 yards.
Still the opening possession of this ball game. And what an offensive possession. I mean, now you're at a point, though, where if you're Eisenhower and you don't come away with points here, how deflating would that be?
I think it'd be extremely deflating. But the way they're moving the ball, they've been moving the ball pretty well. Stalled there a couple plays, but overall they've been getting positive yards.
2nd and 5, give right up the middle to Jaden Chase, gets a couple.
Hand off to the fullback Chase.
And is met there. That was number 61, Garrett Crawford, cleaning up the tackle. So it'll be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, and you have to, like we were talking about before on 3rd down. I mean, this is definitely 4-down territory.
Inside the 20 now. Yeah,
complete collapse here.
Yeah.
So they've got 2 plays here to gain 3 yards and reset the sticks, and then it'll be 1st and goal from that point.
Line to gain is the 10 as we approach the 4-minute mark of the Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Jacob Zach going to keep it himself on the boot, looking to pass. He's got a man in the end zone, wide open, caught for the touchdown. It's Tanner Lookenhouse.
And Caleb.
But there is a flag down in the backfield.
That's going to be against Saegertown. I think Jacob Zach took a late hit.
Very nice.
If this stands, my goodness, Lookenhouse was left all alone. It is a personal foul, roughing the passer. The Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty against the Panthers. Imagine they'll take that on the kickoff. And so the touchdown stands 13 yards from Jacobzak to Lookenhouse. Caleb Jacobzak's first touchdown pass of the season.
Must be it.
Comes with 3:54 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. And again, opening possession of the ball game, and it takes 8+ minutes as the kick is up and good from Bryson Wilkins.
Bryson Williams is where the uprights and the light.
So with 3:54 to go, Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Eisenhower 7, Saegertown 0. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
A 13-yard pass from Caleb Jacobzak to Tanner Lookenhouse has Eisenhower in front of Saegertown 7-0. 3:54 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Tonight's game is also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. And that drive, 8 minutes and 6 seconds for the Knights to go 76 yards. Again, they finish it off with the 13-yard touchdown pass from Jacobzak to Lookenhouse.
Yeah, and I just want to talk about that Jacobzak run around the right side. You love to see your quarterback do that, to be able to use his legs to take that shot. But, man, you don't want to see him take that leap too many times because that can get real scary. So, thankfully, he was able to fall like a champ and led his team to the first score.
And so Eisenhower going to kick off from the Saegertown 45. That's as a result of that roughing the passer penalty on the touchdown pass. And Wilkins will kick there. And back deep to receive, it is Reese Wilkinson and Milan Harrison. And a little squib kick, something we've come accustomed to, is fumbled around and then fallen on by the Panthers. And a lot of things have changed for the Eisenhower Knights this season,
Not
Cody.
bad.
One thing that has not changed is the squib kick on the kickoff.
21-yard line.
And so now we'll see what the Saegertown offense has for an answer. Panthers struggled a little bit to move the ball a week ago in that 35-7 loss to Seneca.
Well, and if they're unable to go down the field and score, at the very least, they got to flip the field. They got to get Eisenhower pinned deep in their own on their own side of the field. Because the way that Knights offense looked on that first drive, it was methodical, meticulous, but it was pretty positive.
And a positive gain there by Aaron Shartle, and it is number 2 William Schaefer taking the snaps here for the Panthers.
He gets up to the
As that's going to be about a 4-yard pickup, make it 2nd down and 6 for the Panthers. And again, they came into the season anticipating having Luke Young at quarterback. He's injured right now, unable to go. And so this week it'll be Schaefer taking the snaps. Shartle with him in the backfield. Give is to Shartle, going to try the left side this time and plows his way forward out to the 28. Give it a 3-yard pickup there, and it'll make it a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and about 4.
7-yard line. So at this point, Saegertown's facing about a 3rd and 4. Well, 3rd and 3. It looks.
Wilkinson goes in motion. They pitch right up the middle. Gaping hole there for Blake Burchell. Still on his feet and caught from behind by Chambers, but not before he gets into Eisenhower territory. All the way down to the Knights 36.
Finally brought down by Chambers, but not until he winds up all the way across the 50 into Knights territory. at the 36-yard line.
36-yard pickup there for Burchell. And the Panthers are in business here with 2:24 to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Eisenhower leading 7-0. First possession of the game for Saegertown. Give now to Wilkinson. Wilkinson has some room. Stays on his feet. Still avoids another tackle. And the Knights finally wrestle him down. That's going to be at least an 8-yard gain, maybe 9. And Wilkinson led the Panthers a week ago with 66 rushing yards. And picks up 8.5 there, making a second down and a long one. And to give to Chartle, going to plow his way ahead, and he's got enough for the Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
That'll be enough for the Saegertown
And this Panthers drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippensville and Ty Nesta, or online at tynestabuilders.us. $125 to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Give us to Chartle. Tries to go right off right tackle, but Chambers is there to trip him up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll get a gain of 1. We talked about, Cody, you talked about the Panthers' defensive line. Right now it's the Knights' defensive line that's getting pushed around a little bit.
Yeah, the Panthers have seemed to find the formula to run up the middle, and they're doing so well. Panthers have some big guys, too. There's a little bit of a size differential.
So they moved that up, gave him a gain of 2, toss to Wilkinson. Wilkinson, gaping hole, avoids a tackle, and then lowers the shoulder into Nolan Giesing. But he's going to have another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down, and it is going to be first and goal for Saegertown at the 4. .30 seconds to go. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Panthers trying to answer the Knights' opening possession touchdown just 4 yards away now. High snap, toss to Wilkinson, and he is in for the score. Reese Wilkinson from 4 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying this up.
Just a smidgen of time left in this first quarter.
19.2 seconds to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. And it will be McWright on to attempt the extra point.
Set up for the extra point.
Good snap, good hold, kick is away, and it is good. We got a flag on there late. It's a personal foul against the Knights. Bruno Iorfito, a wrestling camp penalty.
Regardless, the score is now tied.
Well, the score's tied at 7-7, 19.2 seconds to go. We're going to step aside for 15 seconds. We'll be right back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
All-American HQ in Shippensville is your gift headquarters no matter the occasion. All-American HQ always has the perfect gift for that loved one or friend. From engraved cutting boards and coffee mugs to personalized sports apparel, All-American HQ has you covered. At All-American HQ, they'll put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com.
Reese Wilkinson with a 4-yard touchdown run has tied this game up 7 apiece with 19.2 seconds to play. Generational Wealth Management first quarter. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. And Cody, big answer for the Panthers. They just marched right down the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was telling you that I thought maybe if they could at the very least flip the field, and they flipped the field all right. They went right down to the other end. That was about as good of a response as you want, and it really takes the wind out of the sails of any momentum that Eisenhower was feeling after that long positive drive they had on their opening series.
And so it'll be McWright. He'll kick from the Knights 45. Again, a personal foul penalty after the PAT. And that was something else that was taken away from that opening week loss against Reynolds was a little bit of undisciplined play from the Knights. Picked up some flags. The kick is deep and taken in the end zone there by Lookenhouse for the touchback.
That is caught.
Yeah, and that goes to, that's right in line with the turnovers. I mean, in the past, you might have been able to get away with that, but, different circumstances every year. So it's just best to try to play as clean and disciplined of a game as you can.
So with 15.6 seconds to go in the Generational Wealth Management first quarter, Knights will take over at their own 20. And a long, methodical opening possession, a little over 8 minutes for the Knights to go 76 yards. We'll see what they try to do here late in the Generational Wealth Management first quarter. Jacobzak has Penley to his right now since Chambers in motion. And fake to Chambers, throw to Lookenhouse. Cannot escape that tackle. Solid tackle there immediately. Trying to catch a number on that. I think that was Wilkinson, and it was. So makes a touchdown, makes a big tackle, and that'll be the end of the Generational Wealth Management first quarter. At the end of one, Eisenhower 7, Saegertown 7. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network right after this.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off. It's a new quarter, and Jesselyn Peterson Palmer is today's second quarter contestant. Jesselyn has already won a free car wash with the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Knights score a touchdown during the first quarter, Jesselyn will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. And a negative play there as Jacobzak is taken down in the backfield.
Well, the positive is the Knights retain possession.
All the way down to the 10. It'll be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third and long. When you get backed up on third and long, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning will get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com. Our second quarter tonight is brought to you by Verischetti Holdings. Companies within the Verischetti Holdings Group include Phoenix Sintered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Verischetti & Son Incorporated. Find out more at verischettiholdings.com.
You think, the way the Eisenhower's come out on this second series, that they're kind of in a little bit of a shock after that quick score by Saegertown?
It certainly seems that way. And we've got a flag down. We have a delay of game here, maybe. And it appears so. Bruno Iorfito wrestling camp penalty is going to be against the Knights. So that's going to back them up even more.
45 yards in penalties for the Knights so far, just minutes into the second half. Or second quarter. Not second half yet.
The Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegheny, the best damn wrestling camp you've never heard of, June 16 through 2025. And so now it will be 3rd and 25 from the 5.
Yeah, they're in some dangerous territory
Absolutely.
now. Now Jacobzak has to be thinking, if it is a pass play, which I assume it will be, he's got to get rid of that ball quicker than maybe normal, fear of getting a safety.
Looking to pass, looking deep for Lindemuth, and overshot him. Lindemuth
almost looked like a miscommunication.
There for a second. Yeah,
it looked like Lindemuth thought maybe he was doing some sort of curl or stop and go, and Looking House or Jacob Zach was thinking that it was
just a straight post.
Yeah.
And so incompletion makes it 4th and 25, and now Jacob Zach going to punt from near the back of the end zone, and with one errant snap already in this series, and we're going to get a timeout taken by the Knights. That is their first timeout of the first half. We will take it with them. All tied up, 7 apiece. Eisenhower and Saegertown, 11:02 to go in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. The orthodontists of Cole Orthodontic Associates have been crafting beautiful, healthy smiles in north central Pennsylvania and south central New York since 1960. As board-certified dental specialists in orthodontics, Cole Orthodontic Associates offer a wide variety of services, including early intervention, traditional and clear braces, and orthognathic surgery. Cole Orthodontic Associates also offer Invisalign clear aligners. Call 814-781-7800 to schedule an appointment today. Golden opportunity here for Saegertown as the Knights are going to punt it away, 4th and 25 from their own end zone. It is Wilkinson and Burchell back deep for the Panthers. And that snap high, Jacobzak just gets it in and gets the kick away. Takes an Eisenhower bounce across midfield. I mean, all things considered, that's a great punt by Caleb Jacobzak.
A little bit of luck on that bounce certainly helped, and Jacobzak being, quick thinking to get that off. If I'm the Knights right now, I just want to forget everything about that last series and focus on the positives of what you had on that opening drive.
Well, right now, defensively, you've got to see if you can come up with an answer like the Panthers had. Saegertown just marched right down the field on its opening possession. Has a chance here to take the lead. 1st and 10 from their own 46 are the Panthers. Give is to Wilkinson. Wilkinson has a big hole off the right side, and he's across midfield down to the Eisenhower 48. Jacobzak on the tackle.
5 yards, 6 yards.
And a 6-yard pickup there for Wilkinson makes it 2nd down and 4.
42 yards on 4 carries for Wilkinson, averaging 10.5 yards a carry.
And give this time is to Burchell. He's hit in the backfield and then held on to there and finally wrestled down.
A little bit of gang tackling goes a long way.
And that looked like the first one to get him.
Trying to see who the first guy who got him there, but there
was maybe
interior lineman
Aiden Hayback.
So really,
loss of 1 on the play. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers. Burchell in motion, pitches to Wilkinson up the middle, carrying defenders, and finally wrestled down just shy of the 45. But going to make this a very manageable 4th down. And Wilkinson just
successful, picks up
doing what he wants right now on the ground, but it looks like he may have to come out for this 4th down play as his helmet came off and looked like maybe the one of the pads came out of it.
And when you only need, a yard and a half, 2 yards, Wilkinson's the guy you want to have out there.
No, I'll tell you, Burchell and Shartle have certainly shown that they're capable of plowing forward for a short gain here. 4th down and 2 from the Knights 46. It is Shartle in the backfield with Schaefer. And the give is to Shartle. He's hit, spins away. I don't think he got there.
No, he never made it past the 45.
Huge stand for Eisenhower early in the Verischetti Holdings second quarter. And that will be a turnover on downs. Big defensive stand.
Both offenses, night and day, no pun intended, night and day from their opening drives. Both of them stalled out compared to how they opened up this game.
So Eisenhower will take over at its own 45. All knotted up 7 apiece, 8:39 to play. Verischetti Holdings second quarter. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. Jacobzak under center. Give is to Penley, cuts back, wrestles away from one tackle, and slides forward for maybe another yard. Pickup of about 3. Out to the.
Tough sledding there with a lot of.
They're going to mark him down at the 47, so it's a 2-yard gain.
We got about 2 yards.
Second down and 8.
Benji would have lost his shoe.
8 minutes to go. Verischetti holding second quarter. Second down and 8 for the Knights. Give is to Chambers. Slips away from some traffic literally in the backfield. Chambers tried to plant his foot and it slipped, and I think that allowed him to escape the tackle.
I was just going to say, I think that put him he got a little lower than the defender's arm there just by slipping, trying to make a move.
So it will be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down and about 1. Knights need to get on the other side of the 45 for the first down. So we approach 7 minutes to go. Verischetti holding second quarter. Pitches to Penley. Looking for a block. Flag is down.
Penley is looking for that crease. He found it. He has enough for the first down, but
I believe this one's going to be coming back. It is a Bruno Iarfito Wrestling Camp holding penalty against the Knights. So that eliminates a first down run. And by the way he's reacting, that one went against Ryan Chambers.
Yeah.
And that will now take it from 3rd and 1 to 3rd and 11. Changes things a little bit here for the Knights.
So that penalty is marked off from the spot of the foul, and it's going to create a 3rd down and 11.
See if the Panthers can get some pressure on Jacobzak here. Has Penley sidecar to his left. Looking to throw, has some time. Fires downfield and over the head of Jaden Chase.
Several defenders there, and
so it'll be 4th and 11.
Bringing up 4th down for the Knights.
And this certainly looks like a punting position here. And if Jacobzak's first kick was any indication, certainly a good spot in the field to kick it away.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a better snap this go around, but being able to pin Saegertown at least inside their 20 sets your defense up in a good position.
It is Wilkinson and Burchell back to receive. Good snap this time, and high spinning kick by Jacobzak. Wilkinson takes it at the 19, shakes a tackle, gets a block, escapes another tackle, and then is wrestled down at the 33.
Wilkinson makes
14-yard return for Wilkinson.
Wickenhouse makes the sure tackle there.
And it looked like he was going to get decked immediately when he first fielded that ball. There were a pair of Knights right in front of him, and Wilkinson showing his escapability. Brings it back for 14 yards, and the Panthers take over at their own 33. We're all knotted up at 7, 6:50 to play. Verischetti holding second quarter here from Eisenhower. Again, had to minimize our scoreboard on the screen there tonight to maintain some of our signal strength. So I will do my best to keep you apprised on the clock situation. Pitch is to Burchell. He gets away from a tackle and gets out close to the 40.
Pitch out there to number 10, Burchell, and he tests the left edge of the Knights' defense.
Will be a 6-yard pickup. Second down and 4. And this time the pitch is to Wilkinson. Wilkinson has some space, picks up a block down the sideline, and then wrestled out of bounds but he is going to have enough for the Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down into Eisenhower territory at the Knights 48.
Builders up the right side of the field here. That is across the 50-yard line and a first down at the Knights 48.
6:09 to play. Verschetti holding second quarter. Again, all tied up at 7. Each team scored on its opening possession. Yeah, give to Burchell. He's going to go on the left side, and he's hit immediately, going to fall forward for a gain of a couple of inches there.
That play stopped very quickly for the Knights for no gain. Well, a little bit. We're going to
Make it a second and a long 9.
I would still say
Blake Burchell has 4 carries, 41 yards. Wilkinson's leading the running backs for Saegertown with 6 carries, 59 yards. Has that score from the first series.
And correct me if I'm wrong, the Panthers have yet to attempt a pass. As I say that, it is thrown and caught by Wilkinson for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
You're wrong.
I'm wrong.
Wilkinson was waiting unguarded.
And this Saegertown drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippensville and Ty Nesta, also online at tynestabuilders.us. Panthers down to the Eisenhower 36. 5:20 to go. Verschetti Holdings second quarter. Pitches to Wilkinson. Looking for some space down the right side. Wilkinson in the clear. Stiff arms, but cannot stay in bounds. What a big stiff arm on Lookenhouse delivered by Wilkinson. But there is a Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp holding penalty in the backfield against the Panthers. So wipe off the big run there for Wilkinson. But right now, Eisenhower needs to find an answer for the senior running back from Saegertown. And not like Wilkinson's, a big dude or anything. He's listed as 5'9", 165 on the Saegertown roster.
He plays like a big
But he
guy,
plays
though.
like a big dude, yeah.
Yeah,
Reminds me a little bit of like a Rex Burkhead type.
Yes.
So first down and 20 now. They send Burchell in motion. Give us to Shartle right up the gut. Bounces off the pile and will gain 5 down to the 41.
Wrestled them down after running into the.
I think Wilkinson might be a touch quicker in the open field than Burkhead was, but
it is a gain of 5.
I don't know. Hard to say sometimes when you don't see those guys live, just how quick they are.
Right. Now on the flip side there, Shartle, he's 6 foot 210, so he's a big boy.
Second and 15, 4:29 to go. Schaefer back to pass, throwing it way up in the air, and it is intercepted. Nolan Giesing with it for the Knights. Nearly has it ripped out, spins away from the tackle, and a flag down at the end of the play. As Giesing's helmet came off. We'll see what the penalty is, but the interception should stand regardless. As the officials come together. Lengthy discussion here on what this flag is. I mean, unless the penalty was before the interception, but the flag came out at the end of the play.
It was clearly directed, at least from up here, it looked like it was directed
at the tackle.
At the tackle.
Still lengthy discussion going on. I think they're trying to determine here. Now they're going to go talk to Eisenhower coach Jim Penley. Which, again, leads me to believe that this is a penalty against Saegertown. I mean, they wouldn't be having this kind of lengthy discussion with the Eisenhower sideline unless somebody's getting ejected here. Yeah, we'll see what the call is right here. And it looks like while they get this sorted out, they've allowed both teams to go to the sideline, get some water. Again, we mentioned in the pregame, Cody, temperatures over 90 degrees during the day here, still in the 80s at kickoff. And here's a signal. It is a hold against Saegertown. It is declined. And then a personal foul against Eisenhower. So the interception stands. So there was a and there is the flag back there by the E that the official just went over and picked up. I didn't even see that one. So there was a hold before the interception, and then at the end of the play, a personal foul against the Knights. I'm not sure what the personal foul was there, but regardless, the interception stands. So it is Eisenhower football, but now instead of being out near the 25, it's 1st and 10 from the 14.
Those penalties are not offsetting. So
Eisenhower has 7 penalties for 70 yards. In the first half, Saegertown with just 25 yards and penalties.
4-4 ball following the interception. And companies within the Veriskety Holdings Group, Veriskety and Son Incorporated. Find out more.
4:14 left to go in the half. Have the ball. Lights are on.
It's right. Collision in the backfield, and Jacob's not going to try to just miscommunicate. Not sure if that was supposed to be an exchange or a fake, but regardless, result in 10. So after has struggled a little bit here, Cody.
Yeah, there hasn't. The good thing is what I'm seeing up out of position. They're all fixable things, at the half that you can get these guys together and get them focused and work on some things at the half. Have your center, snap 20 balls back to your quarterback and get a good feel of it.
So that's 2nd and 14 now for the Knights. Jacobs back to pass. Has all kinds of time now under pressure, and it's blocked down. That was number 52, Kai Mangold, on as the Knights were on the move, but Jacobzak with just under a minute to go, Verischetti holding second quarter, was just intercepted on the goal line, and Saegertown going to take over.
The end of that deal. So Saegertown will take.
And again, apologies for the interruption there as that connection for you. And Saegertown going to take over at its own 9.
Who knows?
And wrestled down in the backfield was Burchill.
Right there.
Giesing on the stop for the Knights.
Timeout taken by Eisenhower.
And we're going to have a timeout here taken by
Why wouldn't it?
Saegertown.
Saegertown did take the time.
Here is to which team had called the timeout, but it is the Panthers' first timeout of the first half. Comes with 49.2 seconds to go. And again, apologies for the signal interruption there. Again, it's we're very rural northwestern Pennsylvania up here at Russell. I've been told the school district here is working on maybe getting some Wi-Fi extenders so that we can get connected to the school's Wi-Fi here in the press box, but that's still in process. So
the pasture of poor signal. There's benefits to that.
The clock and the official with a little smile up here at the clock operator, but and now we're down to 0.4 of a second. I don't think that's quite right either. But
between 0.4 and 50 minutes,
they're trying to get 50 seconds put back on, 50 seconds put back on the clock. There we go, 50 seconds even on the play clock. And again, they had a strong signal when the ball game started, but things happen. The signal kind of fades in and out. But we are back now, second down and 12 for the Panthers. They send Burchill in motion. Back to passes Schaefer. Fires downfield for Wilkinson, and he comes away with it. Reese Wilkinson somehow took that away from Gelati, and then is chased down by Jacobzak. What a catch by Wilkinson.
Unfortunately, Jacobzak was able to catch him and haul him down.
My goodness.
Yeah, that ball could have been either guys, Gelati's or Wilkinson, and Wilkinson was just able to get the better angle on it.
I thought Gelati was coming away with that. Somehow it went through his hands. And surprisingly, Saegertown has not taken a timeout here. We're under 30 seconds to play. Verischetti holding second quarter. Panthers trying to take the lead before the half. Schaefer pitches to Wilkinson. He's hit by Lindemuth, escapes, and then is wrapped up at the 25. And now Saegertown will take its second timeout of the half. 16 and a half seconds to go. And it looks like there is a Knight slow to get up. Can't see who that is down on the field right now. Looks like we don't want to speculate on who it might be without being able to see for sure.
Absolutely.
But there is a Knights player down, and while they tend to him, we will step aside for a quick break. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
This is Chris. This is Chris Rossetti from the YDL Sports Network, and I want to take a moment to tell you about my friend Paul Burdick. Paul is the Dean of District 9 Photography, and he is here to serve your needs with action photos, team photos, and so much more. Paul has shot everything from Little League through the pros and is a regular at PIAA championship events and Penn State football. Find out more or buy a photo at pburdick.smugmug.com. Are you looking for an upcoming, young, energetic photographer to shoot your team or individual athlete? Then contact Anima TV today at 814-594-5783. Anna's work has been used in many publications over the last few years, including right here on the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at animatvphotography.com.
Chambers was the injured Knight, and he is being helped to the well, again, 16 and a half seconds to go. Verischetti holding second quarter. Eisenhower Saegertown tied at 7. Panthers on the move here at the Eisenhower 25 following the big Wilkinson pass catch. They send Burchell in motion. Schaefer looking to throw. Looking for Wilkinson in the end zone, and it is picked off by Jacobzak. Wilkinson looking for a flag, not going to get it. Jacobzak cuts back inside. Looking for a blocker. He shakes a tackle. And Jacobzak to the sideline. And he's tripped up just shy of midfield as there's no time left on the clock. Shardle on the tackle, but Jacobzak ends the half with an interception. And we head to the locker room. Eisenhower 7, Saegertown 7. This is Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Here for the Knights Marching Band Show. The 2024 Eisenhower Knights.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense. Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome in. At the half, Eisenhower 7, Saegertown 7. Some fireworks there at the end of the half. Knights got an interception, marched way down the field. And again, apologies. Our broadcast kind of cut out a little bit there. And then Saegertown returned the favor right on the goal line with an interception, had a big pass play, got them into Eisenhower territory. And then the final play of the half, Caleb Jacobs with an interception in the end zone, ran it back to midfield, and so we stay tied at 7. Both teams scored on their opening possession and then really unable to move the ball effectively for the remainder of the half. So Tap and Pay Plus is fundraising made easy. Earn more funds in less time with nothing to sell, hand out, or collect. Find out more at tapandpayplus.com. That's tap the letter N, payplus.com. Let's take a look at our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion halftime stats. No matter where you are in life, just starting out, in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or contemplating your legacy, we are here for you. When you work with us, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. JanieClarion.com.
For Eisenhower, Caleb Jacobs is under center, and he's 4 for 9, 72 yards, 1 interception, 1 touchdown tonight. That touchdown pass was to Tanner Lookenhouse, who's caught 2 balls for 11 yards. Ryan Chambers has 1 reception for 54 yards tonight. And the rushing side, Jacob Zach has 39 yards off of 6 carries, and Ryan Chambers has 32 yards off of 4 carries. In total, Eisenhower has 164 yards on offense, 72 passing, 92 rushing, averaging 6.3 yards per carry, and 7 first downs. And the big stat going against Eisenhower right now, 7 penalties for 70 yards. On the Saegertown side of the ball, Will Schaefer is 2 for 4, 79 yards, and 2 interceptions tonight passing. And Reese Wilkerson is the rushing leader with 7 carries for 60 yards. He has a touchdown, 3 first downs from Wilkerson. He's averaging 8.6 yards per carry and has 1 carry over 20 yards. Blake Burchell behind him with 5 carries for 39 yards. Note on Schaefer's passing, both of his passes have gone to Reese Wilkerson as well. 2 receptions, 79 yards for Wilkerson in the air. And total stats for Saegertown, 22 offensive plays, 197 offensive yards, 118 total rushing yards. They're averaging about 9 yards per carry, so a little under 3 yards per play, more than Eisenhower. They have those 2 interceptions, 7 first downs, and only 2 penalties for 25 yards, though.
All right, those were our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion halftime stats. Visit them online, JanieClarion.com. Let's take a look now at our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. You can score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside Tionesta and online, HunterStation.com.
Well, the way the game started off, we thought we might have an offensive matchup going on, but it turned into defense in the last probably 3/4 of the first half. Eisenhower came out and had a long 8+ minute drive in the first quarter. Caleb Jacobs hit Tanner Lookenhouse on a bootleg to the back of the end zone to end that 8-minute drive, and Bryson Wilkins got the kick. With 19 seconds to go in the first, Reese Wilkerson had a 24-yard carry that set up a 1st and goal, and then the running back plowed ahead another 4 yards to get the tying score. McWright with the kick there, and we're all knotted up at 7-7.
All right, that was your Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary, online, HunterStation.com. We'll be back with more of the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show right after this. It's Allegheny Grove, Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
And welcome back to the Tap and Pay Plus halftime show at Eisenhower. Your score at the half, the Knights 7, the Saegertown Panthers 7. Let's take a look now at our Pizza Hut out-of-town scoreboard. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza online now at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. We'll start first over in District 9. In a game you can see live right now on the YDL Sports Network, Union AC Valley leading Ridgeway 14-0 in the second quarter. Clearfield leads Forest Hills 13-0 at the half. In the second quarter, Cameron County slim margin over West Branch 7-6. Bradford and Montauk scoreless in the first. Karn City leading Brookville 14-0 in the second. Keystone doubling up Kane 16-8 in the second quarter. Port Allegheny all over Smethport, 22-0 in the second. Red Bank Valley leading Brockway, 21-0 in the second. No report yet from Coudersport and Bucktail. In the second quarter, Otto Eldred, 38, Sheffield, 6. Still no report from St. Mary's and Central Clarion. In the second quarter, Punxsutawney, 7, DuBois, 3. And also in the second, Winburn, 23, Kerwinsville, 0. In District 10, no report yet between University Prep and Hickory. Cathedral Prep and Sharon scoreless in the second quarter. No report yet Fairview, Grove City, or Mercyhurst Prep and Oil City. In the second quarter, Seneca 19, Northeast 7. General McLean leading Harbor Creek 33-7 in the second quarter. Lakeview with a 6-0 advantage over Mercer in the second. Cochranton leading Union City 14-0 second quarter. No report yet from Maplewood and Reynolds. At the half, Greenville leading Sharpsville 13-7. Still no report between Wilmington and Hubbard, Ohio. Cambridge Springs up 12-0 over Northwestern second quarter. Farrell leading Fort LaBeouf 20-13. That game's also in the second. No report yet Meadville and Connellsville. And in the second quarter, Walsh Jesuit of Ohio leads McDowell 21-7. Saturday games in District 10. Franklin is at Slippery Rock, Titusville is at Girard, and Erie is at Shaw in Ohio. Those games all kick at 7 p.m. Last night in District 10, Corey with a big win over Warren, 42-6, and Conneaut moves to 2-0 for the first time since 2017 with a 33-21 win over Iroquois. That is your Pizza Hut out-of-town scoreboard, pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. And Cody, now let's take a look at the Rehab Center second half adjustments with 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. The Rehab Center always makes the right adjustments. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health. Visit them online at rehabcenters.com, and that's center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S.
On the Saegertown side, not so much if it's an adjustment as much as maybe narrowing down your focus of your game plan on offense. Wilkinson has been more or less unstoppable, and it seems like the drives tend to stall when they go away from him. So maybe try to get the ball in his hands a little bit more. On the Eisenhower side of things, on top of cleaning up penalties, you got to do that. If Chambers is not able to come back here in the second half, they're going to have to find a way to diversify their offense, because he was that speed coming out of the backfield that they were relying on to offset Penley and Jacobzak.
You talk about Jacobzak there for the Knights, and he's doing a good job of giving our cameraman here tonight some heart palpitations. Corey McQueen, thanks so much for running camera for us, and I'm sure it's probably a little difficult sometimes, especially when you see leaping and diving and jumping.
Yeah, I would have to imagine, especially that one drive, that one run that came on our side of the field. Jacobzak was able to just tuck enough to land more on his back, but it's always
that hurt me just watching it. But.
Well, yeah, watching people climb the stairs hurts me, but. I've been impressed with the way Jacobzak's handled himself tonight. He's certainly, he's made some errors, certainly, but he stepped up, got that interception to end the half on defense, and on offense, he's made some plays himself, and he's kept some plays alive. And to note, there's been some bad snaps and some situations that he's been put into that, just getting a few positive yards out of that situation is a big win.
So those were our Rehab Center second half adjustments. Again, the rehabcenters.com, center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S. We will be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camslogging.supplies.com.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for fall classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The fall 2024 schedule includes welding, blueprint reading, basic shop math, computer courses, and emotional intelligence and leadership. For more information or to register, go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. It's a new quarter, and Margaret Funari is today's third quarter contestant. Margaret has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Knights score a touchdown during the third quarter, Margaret will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. We're just under a minute away from the start of the third quarter. Saegertown will get the ball to start the third quarter in a game in which we are tied at 7 apiece. Our third quarter tonight is brought to you by Acrisure. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance partner or provider, of the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/mid-Atlantic.
Get out there and get this game rolling before the storm rolls in.
It looks like some storm clouds are trying to make their way in, and so hopefully that storm, if it is coming, does not interfere anymore with our signal up here. Again, apologize for that brief interruption late in the first half. Hopefully we've got things stabilized a bit, but again, we are at the mercy of the cell towers, and there are not many up here on the hill on Route 957. That is for sure.
More silos and farmhouses than cell towers.
And so it's interesting. I was about to ask if Eisenhower picked up a penalty at the end of the half. This is the first time either team's been kicking off from the proper spot.
All right.
As it is Wilkins getting set to kick for the Knights. Again, presume we'll see that thing squibbed right down the middle. That has been the Eisenhower tradition for the last at least 5 years.
Yeah, so common that when it doesn't happen, we tend to make a mental note of it.
And again, to try to limit some of that signal interruption, we've gone with a minimal scoreboard here, so no clock on our scoreboard. We'll do my best to keep you apprised of the remaining time here as the Acrisure third quarter is about to get underway from the Pasture of Pain at Eisenhower. And there is the squib kick. And goes out of bounds.
That ball goes out of bounds,
So the Panthers will have good field position to start this first possession of the second half. We look to reclaim some of the offensive prowess that they had in the first possession of the ball game when they marched right down the field, just gashing the Knights in the run game.
Yeah, I have to imagine both teams want to come out firing on all cylinders here, especially the way the defenses have seemed to just continuously get better as the games went on.
Yeah, they send Wilkinson in motion. They give right up the middle. That was Shartle.
Inside handoff there.
Yeah, it was. So Shartle plows forward for about 3 yards. We'll make it second down and 7. And of note, I do not see Ryan Chambers out on the field or the sideline for the Knights as we start the second half. So not good news for Eisenhower. A big contributor so far in this ball game was Chambers. To give now to Burchell. He's going to try the left side, has some room to run, and a Tionesta Builder Supply first down.
Henley ultimately gets him down, but Not until there's a first down.
And so the Panthers looking like they did on that opening possession. A couple of big runs right off either side of the line. And it was Shartle, then Burchell, and we'll see if they stick with that game plan or try to give it to Wilkinson as Burchell goes in motion. They give to Shartle. He tries the left side, squeezes through the line, and has himself another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. Looks like a gain of about 12.
Jacobs at safety there has to bring him down.
Down to the Eisenhower 41. .10:45 to go. Acrisure third quarter. First and 10 from the 41. Bad snap. Wilkinson comes away with it. That's going to be a 15-yarder as his helmet was literally ripped off his head. It's a Bruno Iafito wrestling camp penalty. And another late flag.
I had a feeling that was coming.
Yeah, there was some jawing back and forth. But so we'll see. I mean, initially that was a pretty blatant face mask as Wilkinson's helmet was ripped right off.
It is best to not say anything.
So we got a face mask against Eisenhower and an unsportsmanlike against Eisenhower.
It's best to not say anything, like typically all the time, but certainly, you know, if you have a brutal face mask or a brutal hit like that, just keep your mouth closed because it's never going to go well.
So after the penalty yardage is marked off, it's going to be another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. This drive for Saegertown being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Ty Nesta, also online at tynestabuilders.us. And they marked off the first one now. And so at the end of those two penalties, it is going to be 1st and 10 from the 13, maybe the 13-yard line.
So about 30 yards worth of penalty in one play.
And again, Cody, we talked about the Knights just racking up penalties. Discipline has been an issue, especially in this ball game. And now the Panthers at the 13. They give to Wilkinson, makes a cut, and then is tripped up. Lindemuth got him. And if Lindemuth doesn't trip him up there, I think Wilkinson's in the end zone.
Wilkinson looked like Hubeck got a hand in there and snagged him.
Wilkinson did get down. Nose of the football looks like it's on the 10. And the Panthers can get a first down here without getting in the end zone at the 3. Shartle in the backfield. Give is to Wilkinson. Cuts up. Host of Knights meet him. At least one of them was trying to rip the ball out. Looked like that was Logan Penley, but Wilkinson down to the 6. So another 4-yard gain will make it 3rd down and 3. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down for the Panthers. And certainly in 4-down territory here at the 6-yard line. Send Burchell in motion. Give is to Shartle, right up the gut. And Shartle's going to be close to the first down. And looking at the spot, it looks like it is another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. So now it'll be 1st and goal at the 2 for the Panthers. Trying to take the lead here, opening possession of the Acrisure third quarter. As we approach the 9-minute mark. And for the moment, we are tied, though Panthers are knocking on the door. They're in the Pizza Hut red zone. Still time for you to order a fresh hot pizza online now at pizzahut.com. No one out pizzas the Hut. Shartle met and dropped in the backfield. That was number 69, Seth Jensen, with the stop. Heard a lot of good things about Jensen in the offseason as far as getting in there and really taking ownership of the offseason workout program for Eisenhower.
Well, you need when you lose your senior leadership, you need guys to step up like that and lead by example.
2nd and goal. Give is to Burchell. Burchell's hitting the backfield. Looks like he might have got back to the line of scrimmage.
Burchell, and he doesn't make any progress whatsoever.
The Knights defensive line
Picking up the ball still at the 3-yard line.
right now is stepping up and actually has pushed the Panthers back a yard. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning 3rd down for Saegertown. Got to think they're going to give the ball to Wilkinson at some point here.
Been their go-to guy.
They give it to Shartle off right tackle, and he is in for the Saegertown touchdown. 3 yards for Aaron Shartle. And the Panthers take the lead. Right now it is 13-7 with the extra point pending.
So the attempt by McWright.
McWhite on for the PAT. And it is blocked.
Kick is blocked. Looks like Jacob Zach coming through there, and that kick is blocked. So,
And guess who? Caleb Jacobzak on the block. But with 7:45 to go in the Acrisure third quarter, it is Saegertown 13, Eisenhower 7. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork,
told to remind
responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
7:45 to play. Acrisure third quarter. A 3-yard run by Aaron Shartle has Saegertown in front of Eisenhower 13-7. Knights about to get the ball for the first time in the second half.
And that score, who knows what would have happened if the penalties didn't occur, but it was certainly helped by those 2 massive penalties against Eisenhower. They have 9 penalties for 100 yards right now.
The Knights are going to have to find some discipline here real quick, or this ball game could get out of hand for them.
In contrast, they have 92 yards rushing, 72 passing. So you can't have more penalties than you do in either one of your offensive stats.
And again, the wind has picked up. We saw, it's getting darker now, but we saw at the end of halftime that it certainly looked like some storm clouds were attempting to roll in, and we certainly hope those hold off at least till the end of this ball game. As McWright getting set to kick for the Panthers, he kicks it deep, and it'll be Jacobzak at the 10. And Jacobzak runs into a wall and breaks through. Jacobzak still on his feet. Wilkinson tries to get him. He cannot. Caleb Jacobzak going to go 90 yards for the touchdown. What a return by Caleb Jacobzak.
And the game he's having right now, it's funny because the quarterback is having a huge defensive game and a huge special teams game now.
Unbelievable return. It looked like he was dead to rights, ran right into the middle of that pile, and then somehow came through the other side, shook off Wilkinson down the sideline, and 90 yards for Caleb Jacobzak. And now Wilkins on to put Eisenhower back in front. Kick is up and good. So with 7:29 to go in the Acrisure third quarter, it is Eisenhower 14, Saegertown 13. My goodness, what a start to this second half. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
22 years of the best wrestling camp you've never heard of. That's the Bruno Afrito Wrestling Camp, which will be held June 16th through the 20th, 2025 in Port Allegheny, PA, and will feature a star-studded lineup of clinicians. And don't forget about the blowout picnic to close out the festivities. It's legendary. Find out more at teambruno.org and like them on Facebook. We'll see you in June in Port Allegany, PA.
A 90-yard kickoff return by Caleb Jacobzak has Eisenhower back in front of Saegertown, 14-13. 7:29 to play, Acrisure third quarter. And what a start to the second half here, Cody.
Yeah, well, the first half ended with some big defensive plays. We had basically 3 interceptions in a row, and then one of those being Jacobzak. And then here we go in the second half. A couple of big penalties that give Saegertown an opportunity to score, and they're able to pound the rock into the end zone. And then Jacobzak says, we're not out of this yet, and returns that back 90 yards for the score to take the 1-point lead.
Now we'll see what the Eisenhower defense can do. Had no answers for the Panthers on the opening drive of the second half. Wilkinson got a kick and squibs that one short this time, and Burchell just falls on it at the 40.
Sorry, we get the squibber kick there down to the 39-yard line.
And the wind, oh my goodness, Cody, the wind just all of a sudden right in our face.
Put it on the 40. Looks like they're standing on the 40-yard.
Yeah, the wind is certainly picked up. Although I'm not going to complain. It was 90 degrees.
Yeah, it was.
The wind
it was a little
earlier.
toasty today. Yeah.
So I'll take the little breeze. But you're curious to see how it'll affect the passing game as we get later as the time goes on.
If you're Saegertown, why are you putting the ball in the air? Your running game's been so effective.
Oh, absolutely.
And they give to Shartle, who scored the last touchdown, tries to go off left tackle, gets to the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard forward there. Well, the far side official has him at a yard, so they'll give him a yard. It'll be second down and 9. Near side official was coming in with 1 foot on this side of the 40, so second and 9 from the 41 for the Panthers. Wilkinson in motion. They pitch to him. Lindemuth had a beat on him, but Wilkinson evaded him and then gets taken down. Going to be a 3-yard pickup.
I'm having trouble with some of these numbers. These numbers are kind of wide, but there, yeah. That is number 6.
And Lindemuth had a chance to get him in the backfield. Wilkinson made a nice cut to turn that into a positive game, but it is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers at their own 44. Burchell in motion. Schaefer runs into Burchell, throws. Shoe tip catch. No, they say Wilkinson did not get the ball up off the ground.
It looked pretty low where his hands were, so it must have hit the grass there.
Late incompletion call there, but it does fall incomplete. So that will make it 4th down at the Saegertown 44. And really the first decision for the Panthers here tonight on whether or not they're going to go for it or punt.
I almost think right now, Eisenhower, you can tell the way they're playing defense right now after that Jacobzak kick return. They're amped up.
And they will bring on McWright to kick.
The smart move is to punt, slow the game down a little bit.
And Knights will send Jacobzak back because why not? He's doing everything else right now. Nearly blocked. It's a high kick. Not going to go very far. Takes an Eisenhower bounce before it is downed at the Knights 41 as Garrett Crawford came flying in to stop that ball from going even farther downfield. 5:59 to go, Acrisure 3rd quarter. Eisenhower leading 14-13. Has the ball at its own 41. And this here, Cody, if you can get a touchdown on this drive, really kind of puts the Knights in the driver's seat heading towards the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see how they offset not having Chambers back there.
Jacobzak gonna fake to Chase, keep it himself. Pitch is late to Penley. Penley's got space down the sideline. And a big run by Logan Penley. Wise decision by Caleb Jacobzak to fake the handoff and then ran and pitched late to Penley, who gets all the way down to the Saegertown 35 they spotted on.
Right down the right side of the field.
As a skunk has been nice enough to join us here at the pasture of pain with that wind blowing right into our face.
She will probably be mad at me for saying this, but my wife would love that. He loves that smell.
So Ty Nestor Builder Supply first down for Eisenhower. That was the first play from scrimmage for the Knights in the second half. Jacobzak under center. Straight give to Penley off left tackle. Not much there. Gets maybe a yard before being driven back by Wilkinson. And just as Jacobzak has been doing it all for the Knights, Wilkinson has seemingly been everywhere for the Panthers here tonight.
Yeah, it's always amazing how there seems to be that one or two guys that just not only – in high school football is so unique in that regard. They not only step up on offense, they're there on defense, special teams, making plays, flying all over the field.
Second down and 9 at the Saegertown 34 as we approach 5 minutes to go, Acrisure third quarter. And Jacobzak pitches to Penley. Trouble, and he gets hit in the backfield. There's a flag down on the sideline. I wonder if that might have been a face mask.
There's a flag somewhere.
And it looks like the initial indication is just that. And it is a big one, a face mask against the Panthers on the Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty. That'll give the Knights a Ty Nestor Builder Supply first down on what would have been a negative play.
Those are costly. They're not always intentional, but they do that to protect the players, obviously. So.
And Cody, your players to watch for the Panthers, the defensive line. Outside of what Jacobzak has been able to do has been pretty stout up front for Saegertown.
Absolutely. They've definitely stepped up. Different team than.
And the Knights are in the Pizza Hut red zone. Jacobzak rolling. Was looking for Gelati now. Going to throw late but low and incomplete. And I thought maybe he was beyond the line of scrimmage, but did just get that pass away, but it goes incomplete. And again, still time for you to order a Fresh Out Pizza online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the hut. I talked about Andy and I were down in Saegertown a year ago, and every time that was a high-scoring ball game down there. And every time somebody got in the red zone, we plug in Pizza Hut as we do and appreciate their sponsorship. But all the Saegertown guys in the press box said to us during a break, you guys got to stop saying that. You're making us all hungry.
Yeah. Every time you say it, I can smell the pizza.
Second and 10 from the Saegertown 19 for Eisenhower. Jacobzak in the gun, sends a man in motion. It's Lookenhouse. Fakes to him. Jacobzak keeps it himself, avoids a tackle, and then gets hit from behind by Wilkinson.
Another flag on the field.
And the flag comes out late.
Once again, we have another penalty. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
See Charlotte get up a little gingerly there.
And that's something you want to see if you're Saegertown, and he is having some trouble. And it looks like this may be against the Knights as their officials going over and talking to the Saegertown sideline. It is a hold against Eisenhower on the Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty. The Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp in Port Allegheny, the best damn wrestling camp you've never heard of, takes place June 16th through 20th, 2025. And so that'll put the Knights back to the to the 31. We'll make it a second down and 22. And now the official is going to talk it over again. It looked like the call was a hold, so unless it was in the backfield. And they're going to leave it at the 31 as we approach 4.5 minutes to go. Acrisure third quarter. 2nd and 22 for Eisenhower. Jacobzak fakes the pitch, and runs through a tackle. Got almost all the penalty yardage back. It's down to the 22, where it will be 3rd and 12.
Back down to the 22
Hey, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, 3rd and long. When you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com. Under 4 minutes to go, Acrisure 3rd quarter. And tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Warren Forest Higher Education Council. Find out how they can help you take the next step at high-ed.com. The big 3rd down coming up here for Eisenhower. But again, you're in that part of the field where you think you've got 2 downs to get 13 yards here. Gelati in motion. Fake to him. Give us to Penley. Penley picks up a block and then is wrestled down at the 19. So it was a big tackle by Saegertown. If Penley had been able to get through that one, he was going to pick up some big yardage, but instead it becomes a 4th down and 10.
Just a couple yard gain, so now the Knights are faced with a 4th down and 10 yards. Actually, just even a little bit more than 10 they would make.
And here we go, be 4th and a long 10 just inside the 20 for the Knights. 2:50 to play, Acrisure 3rd quarter. Eisenhower leading Saegertown 14-13. Knights trying to add to that lead, and then we've got a whistle and a timeout taken by Jim Penley. Did not like what he saw, or thought the play clock might have been winding down here. But Cody, big 4th down play coming up here. If you're Eisenhower, where are you going with this one?
You gotta have. I think Jacobzak has to be the guy that has the ball in his hand. I don't know if you run that option or you just plan a bootleg, and if the receiver towards the back of the end zone, like they did in the first quarter, is not there, you just tell him to go with it full speed. But right now, he is the guy that seems to be on fire.
Is this, if you call a pass here, if you're Eisenhower, is this a one read and go for Jacobzak? Is that what you're telling him in this huddle right now?
Absolutely. Yeah, I think the way that he's been able to get positive yards on just about every carry he's had, I think it's a read and go.
And so if you're Saegertown, how do you play this defensively? Do you spy him? Do you just tell Wilkinson, hey, he's your man, you go get him?
I think you can't over pursue him by any means. Spy him and don't let him pass the line of scrimmage. Absolutely. But if you over pursue him, then you might not give up just positive yards. You might give up a touchdown.
Yeah, you over pursue and you might not see him again. But here we go. 4th and 10 from the 19, 2:43 to go. Acrisure 3rd quarter. Knights trying to add to their 1-point lead. Jacobzak, high snap, corrals it. Straight drop back. Looking for Lindemuth, and it's broken up in the end zone there by number 9, Travis Haya. Breaks up the 4th down pass. Jacobzak had Lindemuth open for a second, but that ball hung up just long enough for Haya to come back on it and get the pass break up. And now Saegertown will take over on downs at its own 19. Big stop there for the Panthers defense, aided by a pretty big holding penalty against the Knights.
So the wind really picking up now.
And Schaefer gets that handoff away. I believe that's Shartle. And good to see him back on the field after he hobbled off a couple of plays ago. And Shartle looks like he lost a yard on that carry.
No gain there.
It'd be 2nd down
more like a rugby match.
and an 11. As we're approaching 2 minutes to go, Acrisure 3rd quarter.
Coalescing around that play.
And Schaefer was lucky to get that handoff off. The snap came up a little bit high. And now he's dropping back to pass. Under some pressure. Escapes one man, and there is a flag down. As Schaefer still on his feet, cutting across the field, out across the 30.
Schaefer scrambles
But we'll see what this Bruno Iarfito wrestling camp penalty is.
Yardage, but there's a flag way back in the backfield.
And that's either going to be probably a hold on Saegertown or maybe a face mask, as Schaefer got away from the tackle, and it is a face mask against the Knights. I thought that little grab when Schaefer shucked a defender in the backfield, you saw his head turn just a little bit.
Yeah, face masks are not easy to conceal when you're trying to tackle a guy in the open field.
And so that'll put the ball at the Saegertown 35. It is a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for the Panthers. 1:40 to go. Acrisure third quarter. Panthers trying to regain the lead here. High snap again. He gets it to Shartle, and Shartle's going to gain about a yard. And Saegertown's got to watch. That's the second high snap of this possession. They had another one earlier in the half. So far, Schaefer's been able to corral those in, but not something you want to see happening regularly.
Yeah, especially since it really wasn't an issue until recently.
And Schaefer going to pitch to Wilkinson, late flag. Nothing doing there as Penley and Bryce Colson chase down Wilkinson. Looks like this Bruno Iorfito Wrestling Camp penalty is going to go against the Panthers. It is a hold. Maybe a decision here for Jim Penley. Not much gained on that second down play, but it looks like he is going to back him up. So that'll make it a second and about 19 with under a minute to go in the Acrisure third quarter, as the Panthers now will be at their own 25.
The ball resting now on the 25-yard line. That will make it second and 20.
And a late conversation there between the left tackle, 72 Cameron Stats, and Schaefer with a late throw, and Shartle hauls it in. They get the penalty yardage back.
He gets back across the original line of scrimmage.
And we'll see if Saegertown's going to run another play here before the end of the quarter.
One maybe to about the 36.
But it'll be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third and about 8 coming up for Saegertown with 14 seconds. And I don't think they're going to try to run another play here. They're going to let this play clock run down on the third quarter. And we are going to head to the fourth quarter. Got a good one here at Eisenhower, where the Knights lead Saegertown 14-13. We'll be back with more Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
It's a new quarter, and Tashana Elms is today's fourth quarter contestant. Tashana has already won a free car wash at the Zip Zap Car Wash. If the Knights score a touchdown during the fourth quarter, Tashana will win a $75 gift certificate to Rocket Detailing. To participate, go to rocketdetails.com. Fourth quarter brought to you by Elwood National Forge. Eisenhower leading Saegertown 14-13. Panthers have a third down and 9 from their own, third and 8, from their own 37. Wilkinson in motion. Schaefer back to pass. Has time. And overthrows Burchell, who was open in the flat.
throws, but that's incomplete.
And our fourth quarter again brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now's the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help with multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from. Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay, and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Brian, if you want to know how evenly matched up these two teams are right now,
and I do,
Eisenhower is averaging 6.3 yards per play, and Saegertown is 6.4 yards per play.
And Panthers are keeping the offense on the field for a 4th and 9 from their own 36. Some confusion as they break the huddle, and now they run on McWright. But I think Saegertown's going to have to burn a timeout, and they do. Confusion. McWright was not on the field for the punt. And again, confusion on the Saegertown sideline, and they have to burn a timeout just 7 seconds into the Elwood National Forge fourth quarter.
Yeah, it was a little bit of confusion there, but maybe they were thinking they had to they were at a point in this game where they had to go for it. I don't know, but you certainly don't want to be taking that chance, potentially giving up great field position to Eisenhower.
Yeah, this is certainly not. I mean, you just started the fourth quarter. Your defense has played very well outside of that first drive. The Eisenhower offense itself has not scored since that first drive. They've threatened a couple of times, but a turnover on the goal line and then a turnover on downs inside the 20. And so as Tashana just saw that she was the fourth quarter winner. And
she sounds like a nice gal. Like to meet her one day.
Well, maybe we can make that happen for you. But certainly you wouldn't want to put your defense in a position, where they're having to play on a short field here this early in the fourth quarter of a one-point ball game.
You don't want to hand any gifts, because Eisenhower hasn't played perfect football. So punt it down there and make them work for it.
It's Jacobzak back deep for McWright's punt. Low snap. McWright struggles with it. He picks it up to run. He's got open space. Is McWright going to pick up the first down? He does, and then some. Big hit right across midfield, but it is a fourth down conversion on a botched punt by Elliot McWright.
Number 44, the punter, McWright, picks it up.
Just how they drew it up, Brian. Exactly how they drew it up.
So McWright knew what he was doing, running on late, forcing the timeout. And Saegertown gets the Tionesta Builder Supply first down after McWright has to pick up the low snap and had a ton of room in front of him to run. It is now first down and 10 on the Eisenhower side of the field. Give is to Shartle. Shartle squeezes through the line. And he's got a big gainer now across the 40 to the 39.
Up the middle, tackled by Jacobs.
And I see Eisenhower's Joel Sorrell just beside himself that he was unable to get to McWright in the backfield. It's now a second down and 1 for the Panthers. Wilkinson in motion. They give to Shartle again, this time off right tackle. And he'll fall forward for a Tionesta Builder Supply first down. And there's something that Eisenhower coach Jim Penley is not happy about. He's out at the number. That is yelling at his defense. And from the sounds of it, somebody was out of position there on that play. Wilkinson in motion again. They give to him. He shakes a tackle in the backfield. And Reese Wilkinson for about a 6-yard gain there down to the 28.
Wilkinson and Gavin Lindenmuth.
And Saegertown breaks the huddle early, trying to catch Eisenhower off guard. And a quick snap by the Panthers. They give to Burchell, and Burchell spins away from a tackle. And looks like he has enough for another Tionesta Builder Supply first down. And he does. This Saegertown drive being built by Tionesta Builder Supply with locations in Shippenville and Tionesta. Online at tionestabuilders.us. And the Panthers running the hurry up. And Eisenhower going to call a timeout. And Jim Penley is not happy with his defense.
ball resting.
Yeah, usually when you see a coach that fired up in his defense, it's definitely comes down to guys not being in the right position, and the coaches are screaming what the next play is going to be. The offense runs that play, and your defense still is unable to make the play.
10:03 to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Eisenhower clinging to a 1-point lead here, but the Panthers are on the move at the Knights 21. After it looked like Eisenhower was going to force a 3-and-out, a low snap on the punt, and Elliot McWright picks it up, picks up the first down, and now Saegertown running a hurry-up offense has marched down close to the Pizza Hut red zone. And it is a first down for the Panthers. Give is to Wilkinson. Lindemuth gets him in the backfield, and this time Lindemuth does not let Wilkinson get away. Solid play defensively there by Lindemuth, but again, the Panthers in this hurry up, and the Knights just not ready for it. Give to Burchell. He's going to try the left side. And Burchell's going to plow his way forward and into the Pizza Hut red zone. It's like about a 4-yard gain down to the 17. We'll bring up a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down and 6.
About a 3rd and 7.
Under 9.5 to play. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think the ball's on about the 18. It's kind of hard to tell.
Wilkinson in motion. Low snap. Schaefer has Wilkinson in the backfield with him. Going to keep it himself. Gets around the corner and then some. Schaefer has another Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Panthers. And he is down to the 6. So now it'll be first and goal for Saegertown.
Well down there. Inside the 10-yard line. I think it's spotted at about the 7.
Saegertown now with a golden opportunity to retake the lead as we're under 9 minutes left in the Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. 8:45 to play as they break the huddle. And the give is to Burchell. Burchell hit at the line and not going anywhere.
Hit off to Burchell right up the middle of the Eisenhower defense.
Going to gain maybe a yard there.
Colson
down to the 5.
Slow him down.
Second down and goal.
Panthers have 3 running backs with over 50 yards rushing. You have Shartle with 50. You have Wilkerson 75, Burchell 60. They're really spreading the ball around.
Pitch to Wilkinson up the middle. He's trying to shake through. He's not going to get there. Gets down to the 4. It'll be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down and goal.
But this is what the Panthers have proven in this game that they're able to do is just keep pounding away, get a yard, get 2 yards, and as long as it's 4-down territory, you know, they're able to muster out a first down and then inevitably a touchdown.
Might be the biggest play or two of the ball game right here. 7:36 to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Schaefer now under center. Turns, gives to Shartle off a tackle. Hit again. He's not going to get there.
Shartle tries to bounce off tackle.
And here we go. 4th and goal from the 2, maybe the 1. Trying to see where the officials are on the near side. It's just inside the 2. Here we go. Play of the game coming up. 7 minutes to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Saegertown trying to retake the lead.
I think you got to go with Wilkerson.
Schaefer under center. And he keeps it himself. Bounces off. He didn't get there. The Knights come up with the stop defensively. And for as maligned as the Eisenhower defense was for that entire drive, they come up big when it matters most.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the goal line stand like that isn't easy. Made a little bit easier. Schaefer got a little jumbled up there when he went to turn to make the run. You know, and I guess I like the concept of, you know, everybody's thinking it's going to go to Wilkerson or it's going to go to Shartle. So Schaefer maybe sneaks around the outside, but he got too jumbled up in there with his offensive line.
6:47 to play. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Eisenhower with the turnover on downs, but starts at its own 1. And Jacobzak will be under center. So still in dangerous territory here are the Knights. And they're going to just give straight ahead. And out across the 5 is Jaden Chase. Picks up 5 yards to the 6.
Put your head down there and
give you a little breathing room.
And decent yardage on first down, 4 yards.
Eisenhower has 134 yards rushing.
Second down and 5 from the 6. Jacobzak still under center. And we got movement up front.
Stop before it got started.
I believe that was on the left side of the Eisenhower line, so that's going to back them up a couple of yards. Not the way you want to go when you're inside your own 10.
No, they got a little breathing room, and then they just lost it.
They're going to back up half the distance to the goal line from there.
So that should put the ball back on the 3. And make it second down.
128 penalty yards for Eisenhower.
Second and 8 now for the Knights. And they've limited the turnovers. They had 5 a week ago, but again, discipline in the penalty department, not what head coach Jim Penley wants to see in week 2. And they give to Chase again, and he's stopped immediately. Saegertown wanting a safety, but he did get to the line of scrimmage, so forward progress, not a safety. It's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, third down. And it looks like Chase was backed up a yard, but
the angle is difficult from here, but it looks like the 2-yard.
And so it'll be a third down and 9. Do you chance throwing a pass here and putting Jacobzak in the end zone? I mean, he's been your go-to all night. You got to put the ball in his hands, you would think.
If you do, it's a quick pass to just get you a little bit of cushion to punt. I don't know if you can pass to go for the first down here.
And the pitch to Penley off the left side is not going to be close to the first down, but does give the Knights a little bit of breathing room for this punt. And the last time they were in this kind of position and Jacobzak had to punt, he had a high snap and nearly went out of the back of the end zone. But so Saegertown's going to get the ball back with about 4 minutes to go and should be pretty good field position.
Once again, is going to be punting deep in his end zone.
4:14 to play. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Eisenhower punting from its own end zone. Jacobzak, good snap, gets the kick away. He was not putting that anywhere near the return man, but it does not go very far, as Saegertown's only going to have to go about 22 yards to take the lead here with under 4 minutes to play in the Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. You get what they were trying to do there, Cody, but one of the few times tonight that Jacobzak is not executed.
Yeah, and that, when you're trying to avoid kicking it to the returner, you're at that point you're playing more out of fear than playing to your game. And football is a game of chances, and you have to take chances there. And that was a decision based on fear, and it kind of backfired.
Give to Wilkinson, and he's hit and going to be stopped for a loss. Sorrell, the first one to get to him, and he's fired up after that play.
I'll tell you what, after Coach Penley was fired up at these guys, they have changed their style of play. They are certainly playing with a higher level of energy after Penley went out and reminded them.
Gently, of course.
Gently reminded them what they're here for.
So they did say Wilkinson did get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's still a second down and 10 at the 22. 3:20 to go, Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. Panthers trailing by a point. Wilkinson in motion. Schaefer On the option, Key pitches to Wilkinson, and the ball comes out but goes out of bounds. Fortunate bounce for the Panthers as Wilkinson lost the football. And now it is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd down and 11. But benefit there to the Panthers because that ball went out of bounds to stop the clock.
It stopped the clock, but I think the benefit's more Eisenhower making these big defensive plays. They were right on top of him on that pitch, and who knows how the open field tackle would have went, but he ended up losing the ball. But the stop clock is definitely to Saegertown's advantage, assuming they use the remainder of the clock to score. Now, if they score quick, they're leaving 2.5 minutes left.
And give is to Burchell, and he's hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage. And you said it, Cody. This Eisenhower defensive front is Sorrell again. Has just looked like a completely different unit since Jim Penley called that timeout and had a discussion with them.
Well, that's what they say sometimes. There's moments where boys become men, and I think that little moment there, Penley had them step up their game a little bit. Kindly.
4th and 10, and they're going to try the long field goal. This is going to be a 39-yard attempt from McWright to put Saegertown in front. Snap is a little long. McWright gets it away. I don't think he's got enough. Did he get it? No, not quite enough. Just short by McWright. And Sorrell coming off the field is absolutely fired up for Eisenhower.
Well, and you remember, it wasn't too long ago that he was coming off the field angry. So to see him coming off excited for where his team is with a 1-point lead here.
So Saegertown has 2 timeouts left.
But I'll tell you, I like it. Right, he must have at some point made that field goal. I don't think they take that chance just on a win.
I like that James Wolfgang gave him the opportunity to put his team in front there. He almost had that one.
Absolutely.
And maybe a clean snap, maybe it gets there. And Jacobzak keeps, fakes the pitch. Jacobzak in the open field, down the sideline. Caleb Jacobzak across midfield and run out of bounds. And another huge play by Caleb Jacobzak all the way down to the Saegertown 35.
And he is pumped up. He's feeling it now. He knows that run right there might have been the dagger.
45 yards for Jacobzak. 2:07 to go. Elwood National Forge 4th quarter. But he did get run out of bounds, so it does kind of give Saegertown a free timeout.
The way that Eisenhower has been able to just flip the switch in the last few minutes, they're playing like a different team when it comes to intensity.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Cody, and I'll tell our audience at home, if the camera just kind of stops all of a sudden, it's just because our cameraman's haven't given himself a little heart attack here watching Caleb play. Logan Penley off left tackle, picks up about 5.
Got Logan Penley there on 1st down for.
And I'll tell you what, Cody, if with 1:47 to go now, we've got a stoppage. Did Saegertown call a timeout? No, the officials have called a timeout. Looks like they're going to have Shartle go off. He's gimping again, so it's an official's timeout. I think they called that. They're not allowing the players to go to the sideline because they were it was an injury time to get Shartle off the field. Was gimping around a little bit for the second time in this game. Shartle's got to come out.
Well, you got to keep these kids healthy. You got to keep them safe. And if you've ever played a sport, you're not trying to decide if it's an injury or just something sore. You're just trying to get to the next play.
Now they wind the clock. 90 seconds to go. Elwood National Forge 4th quarter, 2nd and 5 from the Saegertown 30 for the Knights. And Jacobzak waiting for that 5-second indicator from the back judge before snapping this ball. And there it is. And I think he waited a little too long, or somebody flinched. No, somebody flinched. So it's a.
I didn't see any movement. But.
Well, and that's new quarterback. So one of those things is he had those guys in that ready stance for a long time.
Yeah,
you gotta understand that you wait to come up to the line and put them in the ready position once that 5-second hand goes up. So
yeah,
but exactly 1 minute to go, Elwood National Forge, fourth quarter.
And you really can't. I mean, that's a tough thing to practice. That is a game experience thing you learn.
And stumbling, but getting to Penley. Penley runs into his own player and then falls forward for about 3 yards. And a bit surprising. I was going to say, there now Saegertown's calling the timeout. A bit surprising they hadn't called it sooner, but 49.1 seconds on the game clock. And Saegertown calls its second timeout of the second half, and it'll be an Eisenhower Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down. And about 7.
Caleb Jacobzak with 8 carries tonight, 93 yards, responsible for 5 first downs in the running game. Penley behind him with 11 carries for 52 yards.
And Jacobzak responsible for both Eisenhower touchdowns, had the pass on the opening possession and the big kickoff return that gave Eisenhower the lead right after Saegertown had gone up 13-7. And right now, that's the difference in this ball game. That and the Bryson Wilkins extra points.
Yes.
And Jacobzak got in there and blocked the PAT that kept Saegertown from getting to 14. So here we go. Third down and 7 from the Saegertown 33. A first down here would effectively end this ball game. Jacobzak under center, fakes, bootlegs, under pressure, cuts up, he's got the first down. Caleb Jacobzak inside the 5 and seals it for the Knights. He has been electric tonight, Cody.
Absolutely amazing. His open field running is off the charts.
And Saegertown's not even going to bother taking its final timeout. Knight's going to take a knee here and really escape with a victory. 15 seconds to go. Elwood National Forge fourth quarter. And we'll see if they do actually have to snap it here. And we're down to 5. They do not. The 5-second hand has not gone up. They don't even have to snap it. That is it. Your final, Eisenhower 14, Saegertown 13. Caleb Jacobzak with a big run on 3rd and 7 locks up his first victory as a varsity starter.
Absolutely. What a wonderful game for Jacobzak, and we'll talk more about that, I'm sure.
Yeah, got a lot to talk about with him in particular, but your final again here from Eisenhower. The Knights hold on against the Panthers 14-13, move to 1-1 on the season. Saegertown falls to 0-2. And do not go anywhere. We will be back with the Icy Ink post-game show. We'll have final game stats, the out-of-town scoreboard, and the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. Don't think it's going to be a big mystery again this week, Cody, who we're going to have up here in the booth, but you don't want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. Again, your final, Eisenhower 14, Saegertown 13, Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School football on the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you sick of all the madness and hassle of traditional fundraisers? Well, then let us give you a big, warm welcome to the Tap and Pay Plus fundraising app. Thanks to Tap and Pay Plus, it's now easy for your team or group to gain online donations from supporters anywhere. Simply shop, earn, and support the team every single day. Learn more about our simple and easy fundraising app at www.tapandpayplus.com.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside that now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Icy Ink post-game show. Your final here from Eisenhower. The Knights hold on against Saegertown for the 14-13 victory. And for all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034. Visit them online at icyink.com. That's icyinc.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy. And now let's take a look first at our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. You can score yourself a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. Visit them online, hunterstation.com.
With 3:54 left in the first quarter, Caleb Jacobzak hit Tanner Lookenhouse on a bootleg to the back of the end zone to end an 8+ minute opening drive. Wilkins' kick was good to put the Knights up 7-0. With 19 seconds left to go in the first, Reese Wilkinson had a 24-yard carry that set up a 1st and goal, and then the big running back, the big playing running back, plowed ahead the 4 yards for the tying score with McWright's kick being good. In the third quarter, with 7:45 left to go, after 2 huge penalties against Eisenhower, the Panthers were able to pound their way into the end zone with a 3-yard Shardle score. The kick, though, was blocked by one, Caleb Jacobzak. And Caleb Jacobzak, just seconds later at 7:29, was able to run back a 90-yard kick return for a touchdown. Wilkins' kick good, and that put the Knights up 14-13.
That was our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Now let's take a look at our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion final game stats. No matter where you are in life, just starting out, in your peak earning years, nearing retirement, or contemplating your legacy, we're here for you. When you work with us, it's about going beyond investing. It's about connecting your life and your finances. JanieClarion.com.
On 39 offensive plays, the Knights gained 287 yards, 72 in the air, 215 on the ground. They averaged 7.4 yards per play. They had 11 first downs, 13 penalties for 133 yards. Caleb Jacobzak led the running backs with 9 carries, 121 yards. 6 first downs. He averaged 13.4 yards per carry. Logan Penley behind him with 11 carries for 52 yards, averaging 4.7 yards per carry. Caleb went 4 for 11, the 72 yards in the air, and had an interception and a touchdown. And then Ryan Chambers had 1 reception for 54 yards, and Tanner Lookenhouse had 2 receptions for 11 yards and that score from the first quarter. On the Saegertown side, they had 52 offensive plays, 310 yards, 90 in the air, 220 on the ground, average 6.0 yards per play. They had 2 interceptions, 14 first downs. They did have a fumble, 4 penalties for 50 yards, so a pretty clean game as far as penalties go for Saegertown. Reese Wilkinson had 15 carries, 75 yards. He had a score and 3 first downs. He averaged 5 yards per carry. And Aaron Shartle had 17 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown. He averaged 3.1 yards per carry. And Blake Burchell had 10 carries for 61 yards and 6.1 yards per carry. Schaefer was 3 for 7, 90 yards, had those 2 interceptions, no touchdowns. And Wilkerson had 2 receptions for 79 yards. And Aaron Shartle had 1 reception for 11 yards.
Those were our Janie Montgomery Scott and Clarion final game stats. Visit them online, janieclarion.com. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game and the Cole Orthodontic Associates post-game interview. It's the Icy Ink post-game show on the YDL Sports Network with an Eisenhower 14-13 victory over Saegertown.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Located at 16 West Main Street in Youngsville, Cam's Logging Supplies and Outdoor Wear's goal is to provide customers in Warren County with logging supplies, boots, and clothing at a reasonable price and within a short distance from home. We also offer so much more, including indoor golf and axe throwing, games of chance, and local pool leagues. If there's something you want and we don't have it, let us know and we will be happy to try and find it for you. At Cam's, we also sell hunting and fishing licenses and look forward to serving you. Give us a call today at 814-688-3146. Stop in and see us or visit us online at camsloggingsupplies.com.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
With locations in Chippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
If you're looking to enhance your current skills or gain an entirely new skill set, now is the time to register for fall classes at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. For 40 years, the Warren Forest High Ed Council has been providing education services in Warren and Forest County. The fall 2024 schedule includes welding, blueprint reading, basic shop math, computer courses, and emotional intelligence and leadership. For more information or to register, go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222. And welcome back to the Icy Ink post-game show. It's time for our Cole Orthodontic Associates player interview with convenient locations in Ridgeway, St. Mary's, and Warren. You can get your game-winning smile with Cole Orthodontic Associates, and you can see in the frame right now our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Eisenhower's Caleb Jacobzak, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. And Caleb, you were giving us quite a view up here in the press box tonight. Big-time game for you. You guys get your first win of the season. How you feeling right now?
We're feeling great. We need to get that off our belt. I really think that that'll help us a lot going into next week. You know, we'll be happier. I think we'll be more prepared. All around, just great mindset heading into next week.
So you guys come out, you get the ball to start the game. You go on an 8-minute drive, finish it off. You get your first career varsity touchdown there to Tanner Lookenhouse. What was working so well for you guys on that opening drive?
I really think the O-line put it together tonight. We still aren't where we want to be, but the O-line progressed a lot from last week against Reynolds. They really stepped it up. I think receivers were running better. Coach Penley put in a great game plan, I believe. So,
but then, from there, you guys kind of bogged down a little bit offensively. What adjustments did you see that Saegertown was able to make that kind of limited what you were able to do for the rest of the first half?
We kind of just read them all around the board better. During the halftime, it was a talk. I'll tell you that. We learned from our mistakes pretty well, especially with Coach Penley in the building. So
Saegertown comes out, kind of returns the favor, marches down the field with the opening possession of the first half, and then you come right back. You go 90 yards on the kickoff return. It looked from our vantage point up here like you ran right into a pile, and it was going to be ending there. How did you get out of that pile, and then what did you see once you got in the open?
I just kept running, kept the feet moving. Once I saw the open, I just didn't look back. So.
You had to shake a tackle there late on the sideline from Wilkinson, and it seemed like he was kind of trying to match you play for play on the Saegertown side of the field. But once you shook him off, did you know you were going all the way?
I had a feeling. I believed our blocks were there. Yeah.
So it comes down middle of the fourth quarter. They're driving down the field. And then we could see Coach Penley was pretty hot on the sidelines, calls a timeout, brings everybody, on the defense together, and then said something to you guys in the huddle. And from that point on, it looked like a completely different unit out there, especially up front. What did he say to you guys into that huddle?
I can't say all of it, but he's just like, we got to work as brothers, There's 11 and 11. It's just better 11 will get it, so.
And how much confidence and motivation did that give you guys coming out?
It gave us a lot. It gave us a lot for sure. Yeah.
And how big for you guys as a team was it to get that stop right down on the goal line?
It was huge. That's the game right there. So, yeah.
Did you anticipate when they sent McRae out to try to kick the go-ahead field goal there? Were you guys ready for that? It seemed like maybe they caught you off guard a little bit, attempting the field goal.
Oh, yeah, they definitely did. We thought they were going to go for it, but apparently not. And, the kick was close. It happened. So,
and then that last run that you made to get down to the 5, you had another big run right before that to set it up. What's going through your mind on those big runs? And then once you realize that you're down on the 5 and you don't have to snap it again, just what was going through your head at that point?
I knew we had to manage the clock well to play safe and just end the game there. We didn't want to do anything dumb, give them the ball back because they could score off of it. You don't know, so.
So now, how do you take the momentum from a win like this and apply it, take it into next week, keep it rolling?
We just build off of what we already built. Mistakes were made. We're gonna fix them. A lot of young guys on the roster, so it'll be a long year.
And how much do you think you guys are going to hear about? Had a few penalties tonight. How much do you think Coach Penn is going to let you know that that's not going to happen again?
Oh yeah, he'll let us know for sure. Yeah, well, we already know, though. We already know, so.
All right, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Eisenhower's Caleb Jacobs. Caleb, congratulations on the big win, big game for you, and good luck next week.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Icy Ink post-game right after this Allegheny Grill of Foxburg high school football on the YDL Sports Network. If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Welcome back into the Icy Ink post-game show. As you can see, your final on the scoreboard there. Eisenhower holds off Saegertown 14-13. Going to take a last look now at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza Hut. Still time for you to order fresh hot pizza online at pizzahut.com, where no one out-pizzas the Hut. A final, Clearfield 27, Forest Hills 7. These are District 9 scores, obviously. In the fourth quarter, Cameron County leading West Branch 35-6. Bradford leading Montauk 34-8 in the third quarter. A final, Karn City with a big win over Brookville 34-7. Keystone leading Kane 32-8 in the fourth quarter. Your final, Port Allegheny 73, Smethport 6. In the fourth quarter, Red Bank Valley leading Brockway 38-21. Coudersport tops Bucktail 42-20. In the fourth quarter, Otto Eldred leading Sheffield 44-6. Central Clarion's up 42-6 in the third quarter over St. Mary's. DuBois leading Punxsutawney 30-13 in the fourth. Final in a game that you can see right here on the YDL Sports Network, Union AC Valley 14, Ridgeway 6. And in the fourth quarter, Winburn leading Curwensville 44-0. Over in District 10, Hickory leading University Prep 27-6 in the second. Cathedral Prep has a 12-7 lead over Sharon in the third. Grove City leading Fairview 13-3 third quarter. In the second quarter, Oil City 22, Mercyhurst Prep nothing. Third quarter, Seneca 32, Northeast 19. General McLean leading Harbor Creek 47-14 in the fourth quarter. Final, Lakeview 12, Mercer nothing. Sailors go to 2-0 on the season. Cochranton leading Union City 21-7 in the fourth. In the third quarter, Reynolds and Maplewood tied at 13. At the half, still no updates since the half. Greenville leading Sharpsville 13-7. In the second quarter, Hubbard, Ohio leading Wilmington 12-0. Cambridge Springs blanks Northwestern 32-0 final in that one. In the fourth quarter, Fort LaBeouf 29, Farrell 28. Steelers in another tight one after that tough loss to Hickory a week ago. And in the fourth quarter, Connellsville 28, Meadville 21. And in the third quarter, Walsh Jesuit of Ohio's 34, McDowell 14. And in the third quarter, Erie all over Shaw, Ohio 48-0. Got a couple of games scheduled on the docket for tomorrow. Both 7 o'clock starts. Franklin's at Slippery Rock. Titusville is at Girard. And last night in District 10, Corey defeated Warren 42-6. And Conneaut went to 2-0 for the first time since 2017 with a 33-21 win over Iroquois. That is your Pizza Hut scoreboard. And Cody, looking at the scoreboard here, 14-13 Eisenhower. Let's be honest, they escaped with a win in this one. Saegertown had a couple of golden opportunities late in the fourth quarter. The Knights defense came up big when it absolutely had to, and then Caleb Jacobzak, our Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg player of the game, put it away.
Yeah, Jacobzak, he really, he was really the key factor throughout this game in every phase of football. As quarterback, he was able to scramble, get in the open field, and when he runs, he doesn't necessarily run. He's not necessarily the fastest guy out there, but he runs smoothly. His cuts aren't necessarily cuts; they're just kind of waves around guys, and that certainly can make it difficult to make the open field tackle. And then on defense, he was all over the place, and obviously he had the kick return that certainly changed this game for the better for Eisenhower. Defensively, I think Eisenhower has the ability to turn it up a notch. We saw that. That was a good sign on their end. And then Saegertown, from the Saegertown side, they had opportunities. I have to think they're going to go back and look at how to finish those opportunities.
And I think both teams, to an extent, maybe Saegertown a touch more than Eisenhower, really need to find some rhythm in their passing games and to make their offenses just a little less one-dimensional. I think, Jacobzak has the advantage of they roll him out on a bootleg and he can keep it or throw it, and that makes him a little more dangerous. And again, Saegertown, thought they were going to have Luke Young at quarterback to start the season. He got hurt, and so they're rolling. They had Wilkinson throwing passes a week ago. They had Schaefer under center here tonight. And so just kind of looking for an answer there. And if they can find one, this is certainly a team that's shown it can hang with some of these Class 1A teams in District 10. And, if they get that worked out to where they can just be effective in the passing, it doesn't even have to be explosive, just has to be effective. They may be able to put a couple of wins together.
Well, yeah, prior to the season, you're spending 2-3 weeks behind with one quarterback under center, and that's who you're building your offense around. And they get hurt, and you're trying to make up ground, and it's trial and error from that point. And we've seen that here. When Pascuzzi took over, he was kind of walking into it with, we'll see how this works, and it worked out pretty well. So there's certainly a lot of growth that can happen there in a positive direction for Saegertown. And as far as Jacobzak goes, passing the ball, I think now that teams are going to have film of him rolling out and being a dual threat or a running threat quarterback, it will result in him being a dual threat quarterback. Yeah. The offense can kind of tweak itself to that, and then teams are going to have to play him like he's going to run, like he's going to take off. And maybe it won't be a 50-yard run or a 25-yard run, but if he's getting positive yards every time, you're going to have a spy on him or shift your defense over to try to contain him.
Well, and it certainly seems like, if he can develop some chemistry and timing with guys like Lindemuth and Lookenhouse, there's potential there for that offense to all of a sudden be really potent. They're doing fairly well on the ground right now, though. Again, losing Ryan Chambers just before halftime of this one could be a detriment to them, but and hopefully he's able to get back. Did see him on the field, not playing on the field after the game, was still pretty hobbled. So our wishes to Ryan for a speedy recovery. But they've got guys who are capable of running the football, and Jacobzak, obviously Logan Penley's another one. But if you can get some timing down, and I mean there were a couple opportunities for Lookenhouse, for Lindemuth that a little bit of an overthrow, maybe miscommunications on the route. You get those things cleaned up, and this is probably a totally different ballgame.
Well, and that's why that Pascuzzi and Bunk connection worked so well. It wasn't necessarily that the passes were always perfect or Bunk was always wide open. Their timing was always perfect or most of the time perfect. They just seem to have that connection. If Jacobzak can establish that with Lindemuth in the same fashion, we'll see what they can do.
All right, well, that will do it for us here from the pasture of pain in Eisenhower. Again, your final, the Knights 14, Saegertown 13. Knights moved to 1-1 on the season. Panthers fall to 0-2. And Cody, you and I will be back down at War Memorial Field next week as another Knights, the Franklin Knights, will be taking on the Dragons, looking for their first win of the season. Franklin again playing tomorrow night at Slippery Rock. Chance for Franklin to pick up its first win of the year as well. So depending on how that game goes, we could have another pair of teams looking for their first victory. Somebody's going to get it. So,
yeah. Somebody has to win. Well, I say that, but
that's where we'll be next week. But for this week, we're going to get out of here so they can shut the lights off and we'll all go home. But thank everybody so much for tuning in here tonight. For Cody Elms, this is Brian Hagberg on the YDL Sports Network saying thank you so much for watching and good night from Eisenhower.